How do you fight a war where the air itself is your enemy? Where every breath feels like glass in your lungs, and the ground beneath your feet is a vertical wall of ice at 18,000 feet. In the summer of 1999, the world thought two nuclear powers were moving toward peace. But while the diplomats shook hands in Lahore, a shadow was creeping across the peaks of Kargil. They weren't just militants. They were a professional army entrenched in the heavens looking down at our lifelines. This is not just a story of a border dispute. This is the story of Operation Vijay, the impossible victory. It began with a shepherd looking for his lost yak. Tashi Namgyal saw shadows where there should have been only snow. He saw men in black Pakistani suits carrying weapons of war. By the time the Indian army realized the scale, over 130 strategic outposts had been seized. The enemy held the heights. They could see every convoy on the National Highway 1. They held the trigger. We were in the valley, and they were the gods of the mountain. The orders were simple yet suicidal. Reclaim the peaks. The first attempts were met with a hail of lead. We lost brave men like Major Rajesh Adhikari and Captain Saurabh Kalia. The nation woke up to the sight of coffins draped in the tricolor. But then the sleeping lion roared. June 13th, the Battle of Tololing. For weeks, the 2nd Rajputana Rifles crawled up near vertical cliffs under heavy fire. There was no cover, only grit. When the bayonets clashed in the freezing dark, the Indian soldier proved one thing. No mountain is higher than the will of a man fighting for his soil. Names became legends. Captain Vikram Batra, the Sher Shah of Kargil. After capturing point 5140, he radioed back the words that would define a generation. Ye dil mange more. He didn't want fame, he wanted the next peak. Then came Tiger Hill. 18-year-old Grenadier Yogendra Singh Yadav, hit by 15 bullets. His arm shattered, crawling up the final ledge to silence the bunkers. It wasn't physics that got them to the top. It was madness, it was love. The sky turned white with the smoke of 1,000 shells. The world watched in terror as two nuclear giants teetered on the edge of a total war. But India's resolve was steel. One by one, the peaks returned. Dras, Batalik, Mushko. By July 26th, the last of the intruders were pushed back across the line of control. The tricolor flew where the air was too thin to breathe. Victory has a price, more lives. 527 empty chairs at 527 dinner tables. But as the sun sets over the Kargil War memorial today, you can hear them in the wind. In the end, the war wasn't won by the guns or the planes. It was won by the letters in the pockets of the fallen. Letters promising to come home for Diwali, or to see a newborn daughter for the first time. They never made it home. But because of them, we did.